One of the major concerns of the occupant of that house behind me, that would be President Barack Obama, because we're here on Pennsylvania Avenue in Washington, D.C., is the Affordable Care Act, or Obamacare. This is a crucial time period for the ACA, the Affordable Care Act, because the exchanges open up next October, just a couple of months from now, and then a lot of the other implementation of the act will take place beginning in 2014. Right now, the American public tilts more negative than positive about the Affordable Care Act. We've updated this several times. Right now, there's an 8-point spread, more negative than positive. One interesting thing to note is compared to previous times we've measured this, more Americans say they don't have an opinion of the Affordable Care Act. So in other words, even though the publicity about it has increased, as I mentioned, because we're moving closer and closer to the implementation of some major parts of the act, we have more Americans who, when we ask them, about 10% actually says, I don't have an opinion either way. But the news is that it's more negative than positive. We also asked the public, will this Affordable Care Act have a positive or negative impact on you and your family? The data there you see in front of you says that it's more negative than positive. In fact, we have 38% of the public who say their family's healthcare situation will be worse, 24% say it'll be better, and the same type of results when we ask about the impact of the act on the overall healthcare situation in the country. Again, more negative than positive. One final point. This isn't a great shock, certainly not a shock to President Obama. This is highly political. Over 7 out of 10 Democrats say they approve of the Affordable Care Act, and over 8 out of 10 Republicans say they disapprove. So this is one of those issues that's hugely politicized, and that's one of the reasons, of course, that it's going to be hard for the president to try to make this something that all Americans like, at least in the foreseeable future. That's an update for you, right here in front of the White House on Pennsylvania Avenue in Washington, D.C. I'm Dr. Frank Newport, Gallup Editor-in-Chief.